welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, March the 3rd. We have with us one guest today, Val Germann, the Central Missouri Astronomical Association. Good to have you here, Val.
Thanks for having me.
And as always, when you're here, you're excited when you look up into the sky because tomorrow, March the 4th, is really a pretty special day, right?
I think so. It's kind of a unique, almost unique situation where you can identify tomorrow night, if you have a pair of binoculars, any kind of binocular, the planet Uranus, 3 billion miles away.
3 billion miles away, and through a pair of binoculars you can see it. We've got pictures. Now, if you're listening on the radio, we'll try to paint the picture for you, but you can go to kbia.org and you can watch Radio Friends, today's segment of Radio Friends, and you'll see what we're talking about. Go to the first picture there, Travis.
Right. Well, tomorrow night, as it gets dark, and say around, 7 o'clock or so, look to the west. The brightest thing over there is the planet Venus. You cannot miss it. Looks like an airplane.
Up above the horizon?
It's above the trees. It's pretty low.
Okay, all right. So look to the west, and you'll see that bright star. That's Venus.
Right.
Then right below Venus, you need a pair of binoculars.
You'll see a star, and it actually looks slightly bluish, and that is the planet Uranus, 2.95 billion miles away.
Oh, my goodness.
Tomorrow night.
So 2.95 billion miles away. How old is that light that we'll be seeing tomorrow night?
I knew you were going to ask that. Let's see, about almost 3 hours.
3 hours old.
Right.
So we're looking into the past, aren't we?
Looking into the past, about 3 hours. And Uranus is not that easy to pick up, but you can tomorrow night.
Okay, so you look below Venus in the binoculars.
It's the only thing there, right below it.
All right. Then we got another picture. The full moon, the baby full moon is coming up March 9th.
Yeah, the mini moon.
The mini March 5th.
March 5th, and the next night, Thursday night, we have the super moon that everybody talked about last year.
Right.
It kind of went crazy. Well, the mini moon is the day after tomorrow.
The smallest full moon.
The smallest full moon. So what you want to do is take a look at the moon in your binocular again, if you got one, and put it against something on the horizon, and then wait till July.
When we have a supermoon.
The supermoon. And see if you can see the difference between the two, because you really can.
Yeah, I remember the supermoon we had. It's pretty super.
You can tell. If you've watched the moon, you can tell.
All right. The next picture we have is what? At Rockbridge?
Yes. Now, this is the projector at Rockbridge. It looks kind of like a space alien or something, but this projects the sky. And on March 14th, Rockbridge has it's the Columbia Public Schools Planetarium, and their monthly program. This is kind of a special deal. Going to have 4 programs instead of the usual 2 from 12 till 4 p.m.
Okay.
And also, we're going to be there with telescopes, our astronomy group, showing the sun and all kinds of different things. So.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be at Rockbridge. And again, go to kbia.org and watch this segment.
Yeah, March 14th.
Okay. Then the next picture that we have.
Okay, now we have had a very nice comet running around the sky for over a month called Comet Lovejoy. Discovered it from Australia. And it just so happens, again, is another one of these unusual incidents. If you have a pair of binoculars, also on March 15th, I believe it is, if you will look to the northwest, there's a constellation that looks like a W.
Uh-huh.
And
you should be able to see the comet Lovejoy?
Oh, yes. It's going to be right in the W.
And it's kind of a blue-green color,
right? It's like a greenish ball, absolutely.
Okay.
And this is kind of unusual.
Got a picture of that.
Yeah, the next shot, if you're looking at the podcast, Cassiopeia will be to the right of Venus. Once again, if you look to the west tomorrow night, you'll see Venus. Look to the right and up, you'll see a W sitting on its side. That's Cassiopeia. On March 15th, that comet will be right in that W. If you aim your binocular up there, it'll be right in the W. You can't miss it.
Okay. Then Laws Observatory.
Yes.
We have a picture here.
We've reopened, and we have a new telescope going in that we hope to have running by the end of the semester, computer-controlled.
Oh, really?
So
cool. Laws Observatory is open when?
Every Wednesday, 8 to 10.
So you're
PM.
open now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right through the summer.
8 to 10 Wednesday evening, and of course it's first come, first serve as far as looking through the telescope.
It's all free, and we have actually, Jupiter looks great right now, and also the Orion Nebula, which is the next image.
Okay, we've got a
People
picture
want
of
to look at that. This never fails to amaze people. It's 1,000 light years away, and this is a place where new stars are being formed. And this photograph was taken just about 3 weeks ago by my brother, who's from Jeff City. We got this through the 16-inch.
And that just looks beautiful. It's a combination of green and blue and pale green and pinks in there. And this was the actual photograph taken through the telescope.
Right. And when the air is clear and the moon will be absent this week, the next couple of weeks, third quarter moon is a week from now. That'll be a great time to come because you can actually see some of the reds with your eye.
Okay.
The camera picks up the color, but with
the naked eye, you can see it through the
16-inch will show some of the reddish tints.
Okay. And what's the last picture that we have?
Okay, this is a picture I took about 4 weeks ago, and this is the Orion constellation. And this is the way it looked kind of in binocular. You can actually see that nebula with your eye even. If you look up there, many people have seen the 3 stars in a row, which is the belt of Orion. Right below it is the sword of Orion, and there's like a fuzzy star there, and that is the nebula. It's one of the most distant objects you can see with your eye. It's over 1,000 light years away.
And that's the Orion Nebula?
Orion Nebula.
That's the Orion Nebula, and you can see it looking kind of fuzzy. You know what always amazes me is, now I live out in the country, and in the summertime, go stand out in the middle of Route F, and you look up at the sky, and you see thousands of stars, pitch dark thousands. But then you get a set of binoculars, and you look at that same section of the sky through the binoculars, and it explodes with the number of stars that you can see. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's amazing.
Right.
When you stop and think, here we are, the planet Earth, a little grain of sand in this vast universe.
Pretty much, and binoculars are a great thing. You're exactly right. For instance, the Pleiades, which looks like a little dipper up in the sky. It's high in the south right now. With the binocular, you will see 40 stars there where the eye shows 5.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Worthwhile.
It's an amazing world we live in. Val Germann, thank you so much for coming by. It's always a pleasure having you here.
Glad to be here.
All right, we're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Jack Schultz will be here, Life Science Center. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute Audio. Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Lowell Thomas, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.